Good evening. We're learning a halakha today with regards in general to tefillah, but we're going to learn specifically also for Selichot. There's a halakha that the Talmud brings, it's brought down halakha l'maaseh as well, to try to be amongst the first 10 for a minyan. That is for shacharit, it's equally for mincha and arvit. The concept is that as soon as there is a minyan, HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes, meaning he's waiting and is anticipating to be there even before the minyan gets there, and then once that 10th person comes, it validates HaKadosh Baruch Hu's kivyachol, so to say, his waiting, and his presence is there for certain. So the importance of being there for a minyan. Now, it's also brought down that the earlier in number that you are, out of the first 10, the greater the reward. Ben Ish Chai speaks about this quite some length. And he says it's greater to be the first of 10, obviously the first of 100, but even the first of 10, greater than number 2 and on. And number 2 is better than 3 and 4 and on. And 10 is still great. 10 has something special. 10 actually solidifies the Shekhinah to be there. But still, every number before was a greater merit. So the same is brought down for Selichot. Now, even though Selichot is an hour or 45 minutes earlier than Shacharit, Selichot services as well. The first 10, the first one has the greatest merit, obviously, but the first 10, part of the minyan, the ones that make the original minyan, have a very special merit. So I know nowadays we're praying early, we're doing Selichot at 6 a.m. And even if it's not every day, but once, maybe I challenge you to once be the first. Or maybe once to be part of the first 10 before 6 o'clock, because by 6 o'clock we're already starting.
No chance.
That's one halakha.
No chance.
No chance. Well, this morning I beat you. Next halakha. Selichot is very important, and we do it every day, ideally with the minyan. If not, we do it by ourselves. But there's something greater than Selichot, and that's, as we call in Hebrew, tikkun hama'asim. Becoming a better person, doing the better thing. Rav Moshe Alshech, one of the great commentaries on the Tanakh, on the whole Tanakh, he writes, he takes the verse from Shir HaShirim, Shlomo HaMelech wrote in the 2nd chapter, verse 14. Starts off and he says, Har'eni et mar'aich, show me yourself first, and then Hashmieni et kolech. When we pray, when we do Selichot, we're screaming out, we're crying, we're praying with intention. But first Hashem wants to see us. He says he first wants to see our deeds, and then he wants to hear us come and pray and cry. But if we come and we pray and we cry, but we're not changing our ways, it's worthless. I would say almost worthless. Of course it's going to do something. But first HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to change, to be better people, better towards our spouses, towards our children, towards our parents, towards our friends, our community members, our partners, our competition. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to do good, to be good, and also He wants to hear us. So we can't, and the reason why I'm bringing this down is because many, unfortunately, none from here, but there are people that they go through every year and nothing changes. And every year, they're here at 6 a.m. and they're doing Selichot, and they have beautiful voices, and they're praying, and this is all over the world. But unfortunately, their day is the same day. They may be a little tired during the day because they had an extra hour of prayers, but nothing else is different. And that's not the point. The point is the change. The point is the Teshuva. And once we have that change and the Teshuva and the most as possible, that perfection of our deeds, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to do Selichot, and it's brought down al pi Kabbalah, those who can cry during Selichot. Doesn't mean the whole time. One part, connect to one part and cry. That solidifies one Teshuvah process in a very, very strong and strong way that HaKadosh Baruch Hu accepts it in the best of ways. So B'ezrat Hashem HaKadosh Baruch Hu will bless us to be amongst the first 10 for Selichot, nice and early, and to understand that the main point of the Selichot is the changing of our deeds, and then also the prayer for all of the past, and also the acceptance on better future, and better future for ourselves and our deeds and our families. Amen. Amen.